We've got 72 hours to get this brand new 2024 Mustang ready to hit the quarter mile. Introducing the Steeda Silver Bullet 2.0. So just 6 days ago, we took delivery of this brand new S650 2024 Mustang. Now, when we got delivery for it, we actually had the marketing guys heading up to Mustang Week in Myrtle Beach. We got the car in, they had been on the road for about 2 hours, called up Chris, said, hey, you wouldn't believe what just arrived. Him and Frank turned around, headed back down here to Valdosta, Georgia, to go ahead and get this car ready to bring it up there to Mustang Week. So we unloaded off the trailer, had 20.3 miles on it. First thing we did, traction control off, drag mode, big smoky burnout. Why? Because the way you want your Mustang to run, you gotta drive it like that from day one. Up to Mustang Week it went with some fresh decals, our 20-inch Steeda Trident wheels wrapped with some Nitto G2 tires, and it went a respectful 12.56 in the quarter mile. Now it was hot up there in Myrtle Beach, so a couple shakedown runs, spent all day on the autocross course, got it back Monday, and as you can see, we're tearing into this thing. We're gonna start with our Steeda drag pack, right? Stop the hop kit, the ultimate stop the hop kit. We're throwing our drag pack, borrowed from the original Silver Bullet. Some lightweight mods we're doing. As you can see, it's getting ready for that Steeda Drag Race K-Member, and stay tuned. Like I said, in about 72 hours, we're gonna be up there at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Hopefully we do what we did before, breaking some records. Effortlessly. It felt good, but my boy Lund says put it in manual mode. It's gonna fall on its face going through the traps, and I'll be damned if it didn't shift the gear right before it went through the traps. So I feel good. I'm gonna say 1164.
Man,
where'd we go, brother? Where'd we go?
I think that's the fastest I've seen out of the S650s.
22, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Man, National
yes,
Ford,
sir.
National Ford sent me something.
That's a 93, buddy. Woo! All right, I gotta go. Love you. That was good. That was good. I was on the phone with Jamie, telling him how much I love him. What did it run? What do you mean what did it run? What did it run? 1122, buddy. 125. I said, Jamie, we know how to build a drag car. All right, we're back from the track. It's Monday morning. As a lot of you guys saw, first pass with the new 2024 Silver Bullet. We went 11:22, 125 miles an hour right off the trailer. That's 93 octane, pump gas, stock tune. It was a 72-hour build, right? We threw some long tube headers on it from Cook's, QA1 carbon fiber drive shaft. We borrowed the Baer Brakes wheels and tires from our 2018 car. It was a mad thrash last week, but we went out there to the drag strip. We had high hopes, thought we were hopefully running the mid-11s, and as the internet showed, we broke the internet. It went 11:22. We were more than happy with it. So what did we do? Strapped it down on the dyno today, and we're happy to report that those Cook's long tube headers picked up almost 40 horsepower to the rear tires. We went from making 394 bone stock to 430 horsepower, with the only difference being those Cook's 1 7/8" long tube headers. So, as we had talked about, there's 3 ways to go faster. You could add horsepower, traction, and weight. Well, horsepower was hard. Stock tune, stock fuel. Suspension's easy, right? We threw the house at it. The entire Steeda catalog. In fact, we had people adding up how much money we spent on the car, but that's our product. We believe in it. We know it works. Threw on the entire Steeda hardcore suspension package, and then we started with the weight reduction. Steeda lightweight front bumper bar, Steeda drag race K-member. We got Corbeau seats that we borrowed out of the 2018, our Steeda rear seat delete, and QA1 carbon fiber drive shaft. All told, we're thinking we took between 250 and 300 pounds off of this car. Obviously the lightweight brakes, wheels and tires help as well, but if you go ahead and look at the inside of this car, this is exactly how it went down the track on Friday night. The only difference is we did take out that passenger seat. So it's not gutted, it's not stripped. Obviously it did get put on a diet, but we're gonna go out there, try and chase records, trying to get this thing into the 10s. So we have a recipe for what we're gonna address this week. We're gonna go back out there Friday night, and we're gonna put this thing in the 10s on 93 with a stock tune. So we made a total of 3 passes on Friday night. We put it in drag mode each time, let it do its shifting. First pass, 11:22, 177 short time at 125 miles an hour. Second pass, it slightly spun off the line. I don't think I did a good burnout. It still went at 11:24. The last pass, we were trying to avoid a shift it was making right before the end of the quarter mile. So we put it in manual mode. I tried to hold it in 5th gear. Unfortunately, the computer lowered the rev limiter in 5th gear, tagged the rev limiter at 7,000, and we coasted to an 11:25. So we know there's more in it. We're excited to get back out there this Friday night and do it again. So, the internet, calling it a dud, it's an S650. Let's face it, we've been doing this here long enough to know that a lot of times new cars are gonna get a lot of hate, right? There's certain things you can't do with this car that you're able to do to previous generations. If we could throw a tune on it, of course we throw a tune on it. If we could throw some E85 in it and knew the motor was happy, those are easy, simple ways to make horsepower. Unfortunately, we didn't have those options, so we addressed it. Long tube headers from Cook's, carbon fiber drive shaft, lightweight brakes from Baer, wheels, tires, Corbeau seats. So we did put it on a diet, probably saved about 250, 300 pounds, but that's what it's gonna take to go out there and see what this new platform is capable of. But all told, I am uber impressed. Ford clearly knows what they're doing. If you look at a dynograph from a 2018 to a 2023 and lay it over a 2024, you see how much steam this thing is making up top. It's probably due to those dual throttle bodies where it's just getting gobs of air, and it really, the power never falls off. So while there's a lot of hate out there on the internet, we embrace it. It's a change, it's a challenge. We love things like that here at Steeda. It's why we always say at the end of the day, speed matters.